Evening, people. Welcome back to the channel. P Gib early on. How you doing, mate? Good luck tonight. So back with the CHewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup hosted by TANSO Race Group. We are live for round 8 from Brands Hatch GP tonight. Full circuit, not the short course. Should make for some interesting racing out the back. Plenty of grass to run off into. We'll have to have a look. So, unfortunately for you lot, I haven't got all the points. Let me just see if I can get those back up again. The website was giving me a 404 error for the lower half of the championship. So, find out more. Yeah, come on, come on. I know where it is. It's miles away. There we go. Right. Okay, okay. Let's do it that way. Let's do it that way. I still can't show you, but I can read them out rather than having to go in there. Right. So let's go and have a look. At the top, leading the way at the minute is Blackwell 411 with 226 points, but only just the man himself, P Gib 92, 1 point behind, 225 points. Dan KBL, he is in third with 207 points. We have got Rob Scott in fourth with 195 points. Cutler in fifth with 174 points. Also on 174 is TRG Obi-Wan. Seventh is D-Dot. He's on 133 points. Pajansky's right behind him with 128 points. Then a bit of a gap back to Luke Doherty in ninth with 103 points. In 10th is Graham Reeds with 82 points. Now then, and at the bottom half of the table, we've got Chanel, 66 points for 11th. Rick to continue, 47 points, 12th. RA320, 13th on 46 points. Ghost Realm in 14th, he's on 34 points. And TRG Gaz, 15th, only 2 points for TRG Gaz. So that's standings as of Kyoto Miyabi last week. As I say, we are at Brands Hatch this week, full circuit. Let's see if we can get ourselves in this lobby then, shall we? Lobby just froze and kicked you out. Sorry, Luke. Does that mean you're out of this race? Down for the count, evening. How you doing? Right, championship leader. Only by a point. Currently got fastest lap in quali, 1:36.7, so 15-minute quali. And 2 races. One sprint race of 15 minutes. Second race, half an hour. Reverse grid. And top 3 carry over extra weight as well. Dan KBL second, 1:37.4. Cutler was third, but Rob Scott actually just going quickest overall, 1:36.5 for Rob. We are only just 5 minutes into this quali, so still plenty of time to put laps in. So Cutler fourth, getting Dingledell a little bit wrong, 1:37.3. P Gib in fifth, 1:37.6 for P Gib. Obi-Wan 1:37.7. Big shout out to Obi-Wan taking joint top spot in the TANSO MX5 Modi 5 Cup. If you've been paying attention, that was last night. Some good racing in that as well. Joint leader with TRG Gaz, who is TRG Gaz in the lobby tonight? No. So yeah, TRG Gaz and TRG Obi-Wan taking that between them. Obi-Wan just getting up into 5th there while I've been chatting about him. 137.4, pushing P Gibb down a spot. D-Dot 7th, 137.8. Rick 2, he's on 139.3 for Rick. Graham Reed's 9th, 145.4 at the minute for Graham. Luke Doherty in 10th, 145.4, so he is back in the lobby then. Alright, Rob Scott, time for a lap. Right, through Paddock Hill Bend. Down the hill, got to watch that outside line, not catch the sand. Not crash into the back of Graham Reed's either. Parked up but ghosting. Through Druids then, great big hairpin. Again, we see some manoeuvres through here and into... I've completely forgotten that corner. Graham Hill Bend, oh my god. Down hard on the brakes into Surtees. Short course peels off to the right there, but we're not using that tonight. We're peeling off to the left. Slipstream will come into play down this big long straight. On board with current pole sitter. So through Hawthorns. Again, just got to watch the outside line. Hard on the brakes, the same for this one. A little bit tighter down the hill. Back up towards the awful Dingle Dell. Easy to run wide on the exit of that as well, spinning off into that sandpit, and Sterling through there, mind the sandpit on the exit. Down this final straight then, Clark curve to go, back onto this start-finish straight. Comes in the pits though, does Rob Scott, so we won't actually see him cross the line. Second then, 136.7. So race 1 and qualifying, they can only use medium tyres. Race 2, oh, Blackwell going a little bit wide. Race 2's, they do get more choice. So strategy will come into effect more in race 2. Obi-Wan up into 3rd now, 137.0. Moved up a little bit, up into 4th, 137.2. Doherty up into 5th, 130. Oh, a little bit squiggly through Paddock Hill. Back out of the pits though. 5th for Luke. Cutler in 6th at the minute. He's just left the pits as well. So no hot lap on the board for him, but he is, what is he, just 3/4 of a second slower than race leader. So it puts him on a 137.2-ish. 6th place for Cutler. 7th place Rick to continue. Also going quicker, 137.3 for Rick. D-Dot 137.6 as well, going a little bit quicker. P. Gibb 137.6 for P. Gibb. Bit of work to do for him then. Graham Reed's back in the pits, as is Rick 2, as is Obi-Wan. 10 minutes into quali then. 5 minutes remaining. Rob Scott still holding that lap 2 fastest of 1:36.599. Blackwell and Dan KBO into the pits. And Blackwell 411 into the wall as well. Obi-Wan then, fresh boots. Outlap for him. See if he can better that third position. Just taking it easy on this outlap. Doesn't want to put those tyres under any pressure. Dan KBL and Blackwell giving it full beat straight out the pits on the outlap. Doherty into 6th then. Were you 5th? On P. Gibb, that's who. Sneaky P. Gibb's got himself into 2nd. 1:36.7 for P. Gibb. Chops himself in between Blackwell and Rob Scott on the grid. The 10th back from Rob Scott. So Obi-Wan, immaculate tyres he can have a play with now. Minutes of quali, 3 minutes remaining. Still a chance for a lap or two. They do get to finish the lap even if the timer's ticked over. So is Rob Scott going any quicker? Yes, he is. He's trying to cement that top spot. Through Westfield then. Through there cleanly. No, still quicker. Can he keep that advantage? It's not a massive advantage, but still. Can he get this final turn right and not lose that time? Hooks it tight to the inside line. Does go quicker. 1:36.462 then for Rob Scott. Quarter of a second now over P. Gibb. Oh, D-Dot in the background, getting a little bit squirrely. That's him into the wall. Able to recover from that slide across the grass. Billy, evening mate. Yes, this is still quali, my friend. Still quali. Blackwell and Dan KBL both putting in fast laps. Let's see what they put in. Blackwell's gonna get the quicker one by the look of it. Came out of the pits together, these two. Goes quickest, 1:36.102 for Blackwell. What did Dan KBL put in that last lap? 1:37.285. Bizarre. So can Rob Scott come back? What's he got on 28? Oh, he's in the pits this lap. Is he trying to get a fresh set of boots on? You're only going to get to do an out lap though, Rob. Blackwell and Dan KBL head out for another session. Yeah, you got 20 seconds left, mate. So P. Gibb now third. At 1:36.7. Bit of wear on his fronts. Obi-Wan gets himself up into third. Pushes P. Gibb down. So 1:36.5 then for Obi. got P. Gibb. 15-minute timer is ticked over. Oh, dipped away in on the grass there. Controlled it though. Oh, that's it though. That's it. Gone. Getting it run through Sterling's. That's it's going to slow him right down. Yeah. So Blackwell is going to take top spot, 136.1. Rob Scott second, 136.4. Obi-Wan in third, he's on a 136.5. Cutler got himself up into fourth position right at the end there, 136.6 for Cutler. P. Gibb fifth then at the end of that, 136.7. Luke Doherty sixth, 137.0. Dan KBL in seventh, 137.2. Rick 2 in eighth, 137.3. Is he going to finish this lap? D-Dot in ninth, going backwards, 137.6. Graham Reed's 10th. No hot lap. Oh, Graham. Says you're 9 seconds down. Right, here we go then. Race 1, 15 minutes. Blackwell on pole. Can he take race win? Stick around, you'll find out. Shame, Luke. Where are you? 6 in the end. Right, let's see how they get away then. Can anybody see the lights? I can't. There they are. Ring 2 continue, not great. D-Dot side by side with him as they head down into turn 1. Blackwell though holds his lead. Cutler gains a position up into third. He's looking down the inside of Rob Scott as well into Druids. Obi-Wan then pushed down to fourth, battling it out with P. Gibb for that position already. Dan KBL 6 got himself past Luke. So Luke into 7th, D-Dot 8th. Yeah, Ring 2 continued, did lose a position off the line, lost that into turn 1. Graham Reed's just at the back, closing up on Ring 2. Oh! Swung himself around the outside. Oh! Get himself back on the great stuff, Graham. He's going for the move. Does he get it? No, Ring 2 comes back. Takes that position. Right, back up front, Blackwell, 3/4 of a second lead over Rob Scott. Cutler still third. TRG Obi-Wan pushing him around Sheen there. To Sterling, P. Gibb bolted on the back end. Luke Doherty's picked himself up a little bit of a penalty. Almost lost it, but Blackwell 4-1-1 is just sprinting off down the road now. 1.5 second lead he's got. Rob Scott still holding second. Oh, Obi-Wan's so close for a move. Side by side with Cutler through Druids. Can Cutler hold it down to the hill? No, Obi-Wan through then into third. Good move, Obi-Wan. Cutler fourth then. Got to stick with him. P. Gibb right on the back end of Cutler as well in fifth. Dan KBL still holding sixth. Luke Doherty seventh. Just dropping his penalty while he follows Dan through there. D-Dot 8th, bolted onto the back of that pack. Rick 2 continue then 9th, 1.7 seconds back. Graham Reed's losing that position again to... Rick 2 got it back through here, didn't he? So Graham Reed's 10th. So gap extending at the front. Blackwell now 2.3 seconds. Having it easy tonight. Rob Scott not so much. He's got TRG Obi-Wan clamouring around the rear end of that chocolate mobile. Everyone through Sterling's cleanly. Awkward turn in race pace, especially with 6 of the drivers trying to get through there. Hugging the inside line, then Rob Scott not allowing a peep for Obi-Wan down the inside. Goes for the look back down the inside though, Obi-Wan. Oh, he's just caught Rob Scott. Rob Scott's tried to go defensive, just clipped Cutler, but Cutler getting through as well. Rob Scott pushed down to 4th then. Now Obi-Wan up into 2nd. Can he close the gap up on Blackwell? Cutler's pushing him back around this circuit though. Close battle here between 2nd and 8th really. Nothing in it. All this time, Blackwell 411 just having a lovely day out. 3.4 second lead now he's got. Obi-Wan still under pressure. Can't think about putting in the super fast laps with these boys right behind him. Just starting to break away a little bit. Oh, he's got a tiny bit wide there. He's back on track though. He's going to slow him down, bring Cutler back into the fold, and Rob Scott looking back down at Cutler. Dan KBL, P. Gibb, and Luke Doherty. Oh, Luke a little bit wide through there. He's kept it on. And D-Dot still bolted together as they run down here. Rick 2 now 3.9 seconds back in 9th. Unfortunately, Graham Reed's 9.7 seconds back. Blackwell still pulling away at 3.7 seconds. Need some rear view of what's going on. Cutler then. Still trying to get that 2nd place back off of Obi-Wan. Rob Scott as well. Gibb then just P. Gibb still bolted on the back end of this. D-Dot's managed to get himself through into 6th. Got himself past Luke Doherty and Dan KBL. Luke Doherty's actually got himself past Dan KBL as well. So positions just swapping around a little bit at the back of this pack. Cutler just shows his nose to Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan doesn't fall for it. Tight through Hawthorns. Close through Westfield as well. Keeps it on track, all clean through there. Big snake of minis coming down the hill. Through Dingledell, through Sheen. Nice tight line there by Cutler. Carries good speed. Rob Scott. Oh, they can hardly see him. He's that close to Cutler in front. Behind. Pete Gibb is still right there. D-Dot. Got the bit between his teeth, trying to chase down P. Gibb. He's got Luke Doherty for company though. Holding that 2nd. But Blackwell, 4.4 seconds. Just having a nice little Sunday drive. For TRG Obi-Wan, just Cutler still pushing him around this circuit. And that's how close they are running through Surtees. Good exit though for Cutler. Can he get the run on Obi-Wan in front? Goes for the move around the outside. Obi-Wan's not going to make it easy for him. There's Blackwell just disappearing through there. Just holds on to the inside line. Can he keep the speed up into tiny bit of contact. Still side by side. You've got this mess behind trying to get through. D-Dot's actually come through to take 5th. Graham Reeds has left the room. Oh, tiny bit of contact between Rob Scott and Cutler. D-Dot, what are you playing at? TRG Obi-Wan is just escaping now then. Cutler having to go defensive from the attacks from Rob Scott behind. D-Dot looking around the outside of Rob Scott as well. Real tight racing here. D-Dot down the inside of Rob Scott. Oh, not quite, not able to carry the speed. Rob Scott keeps that then. Goes, puts his car in the middle of the track. It's gone wide though. It's kept the line down the hill. It's a really good race here. Not even looking at you, Blackwell. What's the point? Let's just see how TRG Obi-Wan is. So he's pulled a bit of time. Just had 0.8 of a second. It is now down to 0.6. Now Cutler starting to break away from Rob Scott as well. Rob Scott having to go defensive. He's now the cork in the bottle from these drivers. D-Dot, Luke Doherty, P. Gibb and Dan KBL. Luke trying to run on the outside of D-Dot, nowhere to go. P. Gibb almost side by side with Luke. Backed off. Luke stopped in 6th place. P. Gibb still 7th. Unfortunately, we've lost Dan KBL. Oh no, we've not. There he is, hiding behind P. Gibb. Sneaky, sneaky Dan. Thought he'd spun off at Westfield. But this is some proper bumper-to-bumper racing around here at Brands Hatch. Cutler still only 3/4 of a second up the road. Just starting to break away though, closing back up on TRG Obi-Wan. Let's go and see the silly gap that Blackwell's now got. 5 seconds, just flicks over to 5. Goes through Druids. TRG Obi-Wan just coming up the hill. Can Cutler close that gap back up on him? 10 minutes in. So Rob Scott 4th, Luke Doherty then coming down the inside to take 5th off of P. Gibb, but D-Dot sneaks one down the inside. He's now got the inside line into Surtees. Sneaks through for 5th then D-Dot. These 3 having a good fight. There's Dan KBL. Sneaky, sneaky Dan. Behind P. Gibb still, just waiting for these 3 to mash each other up. Unfortunately, we've lost Graham Reeds from this race. Rig 2 continue. It's chugging away at 9th, 8.2 seconds back. Still, if someone goes pirouetting off track, could be positions to be had for Rig 2 continue, and there's close enough battles kicking off that could happen. So Blackwell holds that 5.1. Obi-Wan is being closed up by Cutler. I think that was somebody spinning off track, was it? No, it wasn't. Someone going slow though. I think P. Gibb just getting that a bit wrong. Dan KBL coming through then to take 7th. And D-Dot back down into 6th. Luke Doherty taking that position back off him. So back up into 5th then for Luke, still got a penalty to drop. Rob Scott 4th. Was sitting in 2nd, got this corner wrong. And it cost him 2 positions. And Obi-Wan and Cutler closing up. Oh, Cutler going a little bit wide there. Kept it on track. It's going to slow him down a tiny bit to Obi-Wan. Might bring Rob Scott into attack mode as well. Not quite close enough, didn't slow him down that much. And now he's got a bit of a toe on TRG Obi-Wan. Have they closed that gap up on Blackwell 411? Still at 5 seconds. Oh, there you go. Oh my days. Can Cutler hold on to it? He has. Whew. What has happened to Obi-Wan? Oh, it's down in 6th. It's as easy as that. Just catching a wheel on the grass. That was enough. Put him sideways across the track. Cutler did really well not to put himself in the same position. That now gives Blackwell 6.2 seconds lead. We've only got 1 minute 40 remaining. Cutler then second. Rob Scott closed that gap up with Cutler having to take action from Obi-Wan. Can Rob Scott get this second place? So he was in second early on. Lost it to these two. Can he get it back? It's all over the rear end of Cutler. Cutler's not going to make it easy down the hill. Oh, he's dummied him. He's down the inside. Oh, he's just backed off. Just backed off. They would have both ended up in trouble. So Cutler holds on to it for now. Does run himself a little bit wide through there. Gives Rob Scott another look down the hill. Into Sheen. Oh, tiny bit of contact. And now Cutler's on it. Oh! Bang on the door from Cutler. I'm having that position back. Rob Scott doing well to give him that as well. A flash of the lights to say thanks. Right, now it's on between Cutler and Rob Scott. They have got another lap to go. Got Dida up into 4th, Luke Doherty 5th. Obi-Wan 6th, Dan KBL 7th, P. Gibb in 8th, and Rick 2 in 9th. Blackwell is just running away with this one. Rob Scott then back up into 2nd. Nope. Yes. Yep. He's got himself past Cutler. Cutler's got it wrong. And that's giving D-Dot a look. But Cutler just nudges him over. Now D-Dot back down the inside. Can he carry the speed? No. So Rob Scott now got to fend these drivers off for the last few corners. Can he carry the speed out of Surtees to keep these drivers at bay? Cutler has got to worry about D-Dot right behind him, and Luke Doherty just in the background as well, just out of the danger zone. Cutler then closing up, nowhere to go through Hawthorns. Can he get in through Westfield? No, but D-Dot's looking dangerous on Cutler though. Down the hill, oh, nowhere to go for D-Dot. Luke Doherty right in the back of this fight now. Through Sterling's, all the drivers clean through there. Rob Scott looks reasonably comfortable, 1/4 of a second. Can he hold that round Clark's? It's going to be a run to the line. Cutler carrying good speed. Blackwell 411 has finished. It does look like Rob Scott's going to take 2nd. It does just by the skin of his teeth. Cutler takes 3rd. D-Dot 4th. Luke Doherty 5th. TRG Obi-Wan 6th. P. Gibb 7th. Dan KBL backwards for 8th. And Rick 2 coming home in 9th. It's a great fight in there. It's close all over the place. Oh, Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan. Cutler put you under some serious pressure. Where was the force, man? Why weren't you using the force and just bypass that corner? These corners you don't need to look at or drive round. Come on, you must have been able to do some hand waving. Can't believe it. Look good though. My decal looks awesome in black on silver. Black close up, sideways, sliding down towards Sterling's. I liked it. Well, There you go, P. Gib. But definitely a close fought battle between second and eighth there for, I would say, half of that race, if not a little bit longer. Got the gearing wrong. Shame. Yeah, Obi-Wan. Oh, it was a real good fight between you and Cutler. But yeah, some great battling right at the end there. Rob Scott regaining his second position. Obi-Wan, Obi-Wan. He's just come in the chat saying he's kicking himself. Yeah. Obi-Wan. Use the Force. Was the dark side from, who would it have been? Who would it have been? Maybe me. Yeah. 15-minute break. Cutler, you're mental. I've got waffle nonsense now. 15 minutes. Yeah, people are pushy, but you know, pushing, it depends what you mean by pushing. You know, if it's slinging one down the inside and you've got to take avoiding action, not to sling it off track, that's kind of racing. Obviously, you know, if he's pushing, ramming from behind or just full on nudging off, then yeah, that's no good. He should have used the Force, Billy. I don't know what happened. I think he believed that he could turn it into a what are they called? I don't even know. That thing that Luke flies about on in the desert. That thing. Someone can tell me in the chat what that's called. Shame. Yeah, shame, Phil. So race settings for race 2. Any tyres from super softs to hards. Tyre wear set at ×8. Fuel depletion ×6. Full tank. Half an hour. Top three start from the back. Reverse grid. Not a pod racer. Not a pod racer. No. No. The crappy red thing that Luke has to sell to get onto Han Solo's spaceship. Speeder. That's what it is. It's a goddamn speeder. That thing. Because he went sideways like he had no tyres. Trying to take off. I nearly didn't remember what I was talking about then. It's not a camel, Billy. It's what the Scots use. Flipping camel. It's not Speedos either, Billy. know what you get up to at a weekend. It's not riding that motorbike, I don't want to know. Yeah, close between you two. Zach, though, storming away with that one. Storming away with that one. I don't know how you're going to try and keep it with him, Phil. Obviously, you won't be carrying weight. He will. He'll be behind you. You could smash him up here. But he's quick. We know he's quick. Not what? Not what, Billy, during lockdown? Riding your bike? I'd say that was pretty much social distancing. It's great, getting on your bike, you've got to talk to nobody, nobody comes near you because they can't hear nothing. Great. People do give you grief when you're riding about on your bike because of lockdown. Just get off. Just get off on your bike. Well, this is the price you pay, Phil. This is the price you pay. Take the win, grab the extra weight. I can't help you with either of those things, Billy. Yeah, top three from race one, carry over extra weight. Ah. As long as you do know that. Don't want random requests turning up. So it doesn't look like we're seeing Graham Reed's back for race two. There you go, Phil. Zach, 14-point lead over Phil. Dan is sitting in third. So, Mr. Gibb, you know what you've got to do. Brake check Blackwell to mash up his radiator. Get off. Can't believe you lot are all chatting away on YouTube and chatting away in the PlayStation. I'll leave the PlayStation chat alone unless I've got to, unless somebody's trying to get in, been kicked out and harassing me in the YouTube chat. It's only 1/4 past. finish by 10. It's only on a half-hour race. So the top 3 do carry extra weight, as I say. It's just popped up in the PlayStation chat there. First place carries 1,109 kilograms. Second place 1,097, and third place is 1085. They are originally 1050 kilos. So it's a fair bit of weight. It does make a hell of a difference. Pete Gibb will attest to that. I know, Billy. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Billy, why are you not in the minis? You could run out of fuel in this one too. Okay, there you go then, Luke. Right, jeepers, we're in. Oh, Cutler's in to the wall. So race 2, half an hour, reverse grid. Extra weight for the top 3 in race 1. All the tyres available. So strategy will play a part in this one. Still no lights. Cheers, PlayStation. See if the bloke waves his flag. No, he's not doing that. Revs it up then. They're away. Rick 2 not getting a great start. Big pile of wheel spin. Luke Doherty takes us through. Back up the hill towards the Druids. Dan KBL closing up, but nowhere to go for him. P. Gibb then 3rd. Can he do anything in this race? 7th in race 1. Rick 2 continue 4th. Not getting a great start. Cutler going massively wide in the background. Almost losing out to TRG Obi-Wan. D-Dot getting through though. Cutler just hemorrhaging positions now. Blackwell coming past him. Obi-Wan's got past him. Rob Scott is coming quick at him as well, but he's having to go defensive. He's lost the position to Blackwell. He's kept it from Rob. So Rob, Cutler and Blackwell all holding the extra weight from race 1. So Dan KBL's got himself through to the front past Luke Doherty. P. Gibb still 3rd. Oh, D-Dot a little bit wide there through Sheen. He's back on track though. TRG Obi-Wan and Blackwell side by side. Obi-Wan losing some time there. Blackwell coming back at him. And Luke's picked up another penalty. Obi-Wan back down the inside. No, he's not made it stick. So Blackwell, even with the extra weight, starting to move his way through the pack. Yeah, good start for Phil, up into 3rd. Obi-Wan trying to come back at Blackwell. Having to go a bit defensive from Cutler though. Let's go and have a look up front. Dan KBL now with a 2nd lead over Luke. P. Gibb just 3/4 of a second back, sitting in 3rd at the minute. He's got 3/4 of a second between himself and Rick. Background, we've got TRG Obi-Wan. He is coming back at Blackwell, down the inside at Surtees. Back up the inside, Cam Blackwell. Big dent in the side of Obi-Wan's car. Cam Blackwell used the toe up down the Pilgrims. He's got the extra weight on, so possibly not able to carry that speed. Cutler now at the back of the pack. Rob Scott up into 8th. Cutler almost running it off track there as well. So pack already stretched out a lot more than they were in race 1. Luke Doherty getting Sterling's a little bit wrong. Pete Gibbs sneaks through to take 2nd then. So Luke still trying to lose his penalty. Rick to continue closing that gap back up. D-Dot actually getting past Rick. Sorry, flicked to the wrong guy. D-Dot up into 4th then. Rick 2 pushed down into 5th. Obi-Wan still holding that 6 from Blackwell. Oh, Luke Doherty into the sand. That is him now at the back of the pack. But 26 minutes left to race. Plenty of time to get back into this one, he says, as Luke's just left the room. So, down to 8 drivers then. Dan KBL now 2-second lead. He's starting to do a Zach Blackwell from race 1. P. Gibbs 2nd. Starting to put a tiny bit of time over D-Dot. Rick 2 under pressure from Obi-Wan. Side by side. Got to be careful. Oh, just chucks himself in Zach Blackwell's way. Not in his way as such, but to get back on the racing line. Who else is left? Oh, Luke Doherty is. Oh, his internet's playing up. He's not rage quit at all. Oh, tiny bit of contact between Blackwell and Rick 2. Rick 2 holds on to 5th though, just. There's that Cutler going wide in the background. It is. So Dan KBL is pulling away 2.3 seconds now. So 3-second lead over now 2nd place D-Dot. Obi-Wan up into 3rd. P. Gibb after his little mistake in 4th. He's got Rick 2 chasing him down. Dan KBL. Luke's in and out like nobody's business. Rick 2 then having to go defensive from Blackwell. Rob Scott right on the back of this fight. Cutler, unfortunately, is now 2.1 seconds down. But master of tyre and fuel deck is Cutler. So he might change his strategy up now. He's a little bit far behind. We'll see. Still pulling more time than Dan KBL. 3.2 seconds. Purple sectors all the way. Currently holding fastest lap as well. 1:36.1. And D-Dot 2nd. Nice gap between himself and Obi-Wan. 1.7 seconds. Bit of a gap between Obi-Wan and P. Gibb as well. 1.1 seconds. Rick 2 still holding 5th. Blackwell 6th. Rob Scott 7th. Oh, Rob Scott got Sheen a bit wrong. That's brought Cutler right back into the fight. Just half a second between these two now. And closing. Extended. That gives Cutler something to get his teeth back into. So Dan KBL still extending his lead. 4.2 seconds. D-Dot, nothing he can do about it. TRG Obi-Wan is closing that gap up though. All the way up into... Oh, he's had to go deep into Druids. Can he get a good run down the hill? Let's get a good exit out of Graham Hill down towards Surtees. Goes through there in 5th. Still just loses a tiny bit of time to D-Dot. He's going to close the gap. Oh, he's got it wide through there though, D-Dot. TRG Obi-Wan is going to come through. Oh, is he? Yes, he is. So through Westfield to take 2nd. Pete Gibb might slot himself down the inside as well. He does, takes third. D-Dot, unfortunately, just getting Hawthorne's a little bit wrong. It's putting him under pressure from Blackwell as well. Down the inside is Blackwell. Can he get it? He does. Oh, wrong way. D-Dot's coming back at him though, down the straight. That's where the slightly lighter car comes into play. As long as he doesn't run it off track here. Blackwell thought about going for one, but D-Dot's run it a little bit deep. Blackwell's going to come down the inside. He's still got the advantage into Graham Hill, so holds the line. Blackwell's got to do it all again. What has happened behind? Rob Scott's and Rig 2 have dropped behind Cutler. Cutler's up into 6th. Blackwell looking for a way past D-Dot. Nowhere for him at the minute. Close through there. So, P. Gibb in 3rd, saying in the chat he's trying to get as many 10 points as possible. There's only a point between himself and championship leader Blackwell 411, who is just trying to get himself down the inside of D-Dot. Side by side. Again, the little mini of D-Dot's is a little bit quicker. Blackwell though did get a good exit out of Clark Curve. Getting the run on D-Dot. D-Dot trying to come back through Druids. Doesn't work. But D-Dot will be in a good position down the straight, the back straight. The lighter car will be able to close the gap on Blackwell, no problem. There he is, already pushing him down towards Surtees. Just going slightly wide there. That slowed him down enough. That's going to give Blackwell enough of breathing room up here to keep this position. And it does. Right. Let's go and see what ridiculous gap. Oh, what have I missed? KBL come in the pits. Have I missed a pit stop, or has he gone spinning off track? He's been in the pits. Okay, that's all right. So Obi-Wan now race leader. P. Gibb into 2nd. Obi-Wan on the soft tyre. P. Gibb also on the soft tyre. Blackwell now 3rd, also on the soft tyre. A lot more wear on his tyres than there are 2 in front. Carrying that extra weight though is Blackwell. D-Dot comes in the pits. So Cutler stops out. So although carrying extra weight, Cutler, he's got a lot less wear on those softs than most others. He's a bit of a guru at that kind of thing. So Dan KBL just getting himself down the inside of Rob Scott. Comes out the pits on super soft, so able to carry that extra speed. Chucking in purple sectors for the hell of it as well, why not? So Rob Scott in 6th, yet to stop on the super softs. Rig 2 in 7th, not stopped on the softs. D-Dot back out the pits now on a set of mediums. See how long he can run on those. 17.5 minutes remaining. TRG Obi-Wan leading the race. So he's got about a quarter of a tank on board. That's still plenty of laps. P. Gibb, in the meantime, has got almost half a tank on board. Possibly, yeah, possibly. But Pete Gibb, he's got all the fuel in the world to play with. Have to do a little tiny splash and dash. What is he? Just 1.6 behind behind Obi-Wan. Blackwell another 4 seconds back. Again, all these not stopped yet. Dan KBL, first of the drivers to stop, was race leader. Wants that back. Cutler also not stopped in 5th. Rob Scott not stopped 6th. Rick 2 not stopped in 7th. And D Dot stopped out on those mediums. 12.3 seconds back from Rick 2. Full tank to play with. Not quite. Oh, he's run it wide through there. Scrubs his tyres off, just gives them a wiggle up the hill to get rid of the dirt before he hits Druids. D Dot, Paddock Hill Bend, all wrong. So Obi-Wan now 2.4 seconds over P Gibb. Blackwell come down a tiny little bit, 3.7 between himself and P Gibb. Dan KBL on those super softs, he's hacking his way back through the field. Closes up on Blackwell 411. Gets a little bit of a toe, goes for the slingshot around the inside. Easy peasy for Dan KBL. Blackwell not stopping yet. How much fuel have you got on board, Zach? About 1/8 of a tank. Pile a tiny bit of pressure back on Dan KBL, but you are carrying that extra weight. Obi-Wan, Rob Scott and Rick 2 in the pits now then. So Pete Gibb now leads the race. .5 minutes. Dan KBL up into 2nd then. Blackwell in 3rd. He will have to stop. Might even stop at the end of this lap, we'll see. So Cutler 4th, he will definitely have to stop at the end of this lap. If he makes the end of this lap. Obi-Wan bin in then, fresh set of boots, fresh set of softs on board, plenty of fuel, maybe a little bit too much fuel. D-Dot out on those mediums, 3/4 of a tank left. Rob Scott, full tank and racing super softs. Oh yeah, it is half an hour, so full tank needed. And Rick 2, full tank and softs for Rick 2. P Gibb still got 1/4 of a tank on board. He stops out for another one on those softs. Dan KBL follows him through. He's already got all sorts of wear on those super softs. Still got 13.5 minutes to run. I thought P Gibb had just gone a little bit wide there. Cutler and Blackwell in the pits now. Both taking on board fuel and tyres. What can P Gibb get out of this race then? So he's still got a 3-second lead over Dan KBL. He's had a fresh set of tyres on for... He's been in twice. What happened there? Got 2 Ps. Maybe forget to put tyres on? I don't know. Maybe Billy, maybe... He's still got 2.7 over Dan. Dan's probably got to come in again looking at that fuel and those tyres. This might all play into P Gibb's hands. Obi-Wan back up into 3rd though. So he's 20 seconds back. Blackwell back out the pits in 4th. Not quite a full tank, doesn't need to. fresh set of softs on board for him. Cutler in 5th. Full tank, fresh set of softs. Everyone's stopped then, except P. Gibb, who stops out for another lap. 2.5 over Dan KBL. So the gap is coming down, but still keeping consistently decent lap times up is P. Gibb. He will be in the end of this lap though. Dan KBL, quarter of a tank. He's still going to definitely have to put fuel in. Still 2.5 between himself and Dan. He is losing a bit of time. Losing a bit more time now. It was 2.7, it's now 2.4. But, as I say, P. Gibb's got to come in, definitely got to come in this lap. But Dan KBL's definitely got to come in again. Obi-Wan can run to the end. I think everyone else can run to the end. Just flick through, looking at the fuel. Yeah, just Pete Gibb, who will pit now. Better. In he comes. Does Dan KBL come in? No, he stops out. Okay, we'll see how he gets on. Burning through that fuel pretty quick. Let's see where Pete Gibb comes out. Here's TRG Obi-Wan. So into this final turn, it will flick him up into 2nd initially, but Pete Gibb might be able to get out of the pits before him. Release now then. Pete Gibb, where are you? Get back to... Okay, there he is. A fresh set of super softs on board. 3/4 of a tank. He's 1.5 back from Obi-Wan and 17 seconds back from Dan KBL. But Dan's going to have to pit. Let's see where it brings these two out. Set of softs for Obi-Wan. P. Gibb bringing that gap down already, down to a 2nd. Let's get ourselves on board. Keep an eye on Dan KBL. Let's see if he pits at the end of this lap. Still at a 2nd between Obi-Wan and P. Gibb then. Takes a 10th out of him through Hawthorne's. Tight through Sheen. Hopefully not picking up a penalty for that. Ah, there he goes, half a 2nd. Oh, don't lose it like that, P. Gibb. Coast into the corners, coast into the corners. Lose all sorts of time doing that. Dan KBL is in the pits now. Right. So it's going to get a bit fruity. 8.5 minutes remaining. Where does Dan KBL get released? Obi-Wan comes through to take race lead then. P. Gibb comes through to take 2nd. Dan KBL comes right out behind him. Brand new set of super softs on board as well. P. Gibb almost going wide through there. So it's on between these three to the end of the race. Can TRG Obi-Wan keep that gap between himself and P. Gibb? Can Dan KBL? He's already got the gap down to a 2nd. Come on, P. Gibb. Blackwell 411, holding 4th, 2.8 seconds down. A little bit of a penalty to lose. Plenty of fuel and tyres to finish the race. Cutler holding 5th. He's 5 seconds down from Blackwell, but 3 seconds up from Rob Scott. Rob's just got Surtees all wrong. Lost more time to Cutler. It's 3 seconds now, 6. D-Dot in 7th, 12.5 seconds back, and Rick 2 just 4 seconds back from D-Dot. fact, Obi-Wan had the gap reduced, 1.7 between himself and P. Gibb. He's managed to keep a second between himself and Dan KBL has P. Gibb. Closing up again on Obi-Wan. So soft tyre versus super soft. Half a tank for Obi-Wan, half a tank for Pete Gibb. He's on the sand again there through Paddock Hill Bend. Does like going a little bit wide there, Pete Gibb. So the gap down to 1.3 between himself and Obi. Blackwell just coming through. 4 seconds back though. Starting to close up between these three. Just a second between TRG, Obi-Wan and P. Gibb. Less than a second just between Dan KBL and P. Gibb. Second and third both on super soft tyres, Obi-Wan on the softs. Do they all keep it clean through Sheen, not pick up a penalty? A lot wider there through for P. Gibb and Dan KBL. Gaps all closing up again, 1.5 between the top three now. 0.8 of a second between P2 and P3. P. Gibb is all over the rear end of TRG Obi-Wan. Let's have a look back on board with Obi-Wan, looking back at P. Gibb and Dan KBL. Keeps it out of the sand this time, P. Gibb. Bumper to bumper through Druids down into Graham Hill. P. Gibb and Dan KBL both in a good position here to be following Obi-Wan this back straight if they can stick with him through Surtees. There's a good drive by P. Gibb. He's all over the rear end of Obi-Wan coming up this back straight down Pilgrims. Dan KBL's just a little bit far off. Oh, Pete Gibbs run wide. Pete Gibbs run wide. Where's he gone? He gets back on track, but he's lost that position to Dan. 4 minutes remaining. Pete Gibbs going to be kicking himself right now. Kicking himself. So Obi-Wan holding top spot. Dan KBL second. Pete Gibb third now. Blackwell fourth. He's just got it all wrong through Sheen. Into the wall he goes. Slow Cutler's going to come through. Loses his penalty through that off-track action as well, but that's put him under all sorts of pressure from Cutler. Down towards Clark's. Is Cutler going to sling one up the inside? Yes, he is. So takes fourth off of Blackwell. Can he hold on to it to the end of the race? 3.5 minutes remaining. Let's go and see what's happening up here. Dan KBL comes through to take TRG Obi-Wan's top spot. P. Gibbs still within a shout here. He's only 3/4 of a second back. Still only a second between the top three. So all getting a tow. Through Surtees again. P. Gibb, another good exit. TRG Obi-Wan though benefiting from a tow off Dan KBL in front. P. Gibb not getting so much of a tow, gets dragged down the street but unable to close the gap on TRG Obi-Wan. Through Westfields, do they keep it cleanly through here? Yes, just down Dingle Dell. Everyone's still on track. I'm going to hit 2 more laps of this. still got battle for second place, sorry, for race lead here. Do they all keep it cleanly through Paddock Hill? Yes. Still less than a second between top three. Totally different lines through there for all three drivers. Puts P. Gibb within touching distance of TRG Obi-Wan. So down towards Surtees again. Is it as good an exit this time? Obi-Wan still gaining a toe from Blackwell in front, from Dan KBL in front, but P. Gibb closing up on Obi-Wan. Don't think he'll be able to make it work around the outside here. Backs off on the way in. Can he slip one up the inside on the way through? No, he can't. Obi-Wan goes back across to the right-hand side, goes defensive. And this is just costing him to Dan KBL. He's starting to escape. He's got about a second from these two. 1.4 already. So through Sterling's, they are going to see another lap out of this. Obi-Wan just holding on to second then. P. Gibb all over his rear end for third. 30 seconds left on the race clock. Cutler fourth. Blackwell's been unable to close that gap back up on him. He's picked up another penalty as well somewhere, has Blackwell. Rob Scott sixth, another 7.3 seconds back. D. seventh, 7.9 seconds back, and Rick 2 another 11 seconds back. So Dan KBL 1.7 second lead over second place. P. Gibb, who's just slotted himself past Obi-Wan. I missed that. Can he get that top spot? Can Obi-Wan take it back off him? 1.6 between himself and the first place driver. Rob Scott's already crossed the line. Taking sixth then. D. takes seventh. Just wait for Rick 2 to come through. Rick is almost out of fuel. Not quite done to Billy Miller. He's made it across. So Dan KBL holding 1.4 seconds. It's going to be a mistake or nothing for P. Gibb to take this top spot. Obi-Wan well out of this fight, 2 seconds back now. That's looking good for Dan KBL. One more turn to go. Played his fuel game just right as well. P. Gibb actually picking up a little bit of penalty right at the end there. So Dan comes home to take a race win in race 2. P. Gibb second. Obi-Wan's going to take third. Cutler is going to come home for fourth. There it is. Blam into the pit wall. Fourth place for Cutler. Blackwell is going to take fifth. There we go. That's how you do it. And Rob Scott sixth. D. seventh. Rick 2 in eighth. And yeah, we lost Luke in that one as well. It's a shame. He was back and forth into the lobby though. There was some good racing there, Billy. Nobody ran out of fuel. Right. Let's see what everyone's got to say in the chat. I'm sure it's all whoop, whoop, loved that. That was great. Can't believe it. Awesome racing. Blah, 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 blah. All that sort of stuff. It's just congratulations more than anything. So that was round 8 of Tanso Race Group's CHewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup. Live from Brands Hatch. What have we got coming up? Wednesday night, 8:30. MRC's Team Oliver Racing GR3 League. That's at 8:30. Dan did well. Yeah, he did. 2 patient. Yeah, yeah, just saw you running wide. Both Billy and I were shouting. No worries, P. Gibb. No worries, mate. So yes, Wednesday, 8:30, MRC's Team Oliver Racing GR3 League. It's always a good one. 2 leagues on that one. Myself and CJW cover those. Obviously mine on YouTube, but CJ plays his on Twitch and then uploads them to YouTube afterwards. So that's Wednesday. Thursday night, 9 o'clock, we've got the Chaos and Mayhem of the Rallycross League. I forget where we're at this week. But it's the Subarus, and we are on tarmac this week. Boost is on in that lobby, so the drivers are always close. I can imagine it's chaos and mayhem for them as well in the chat and stuff when they're racing. So that's Thursday at 9 o'clock, so come and check that out if you want to see some mentalness, really, on Thursday. 9 o'clock Friday, back with round 5 of GTTCC. Is it round 5? Is it round 4? Who knows? Next round of GTTCC, 9 o'clock on Friday night. 2 races, a quarter of an hour quali and 2 half-an-hour races for you lot on Friday night. Nothing Saturday night. And then back Sunday night for the P1 boys again and their BMW M3 League. Right. Let's have a look. Rob Scott. Yeah, Rob Scott not liking race 2. Car felt horrible. Yes, so if you fancy helping my channel out, get yourselves over to buymeacoffee.com/dartsmoker. Drop a little donation if you can. Thank you very much. You know the lineup, and you know what comes next. I hope you've liked what you've watched. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dart Smoker. I'm out of it.